10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Joy Seekers are live.
And welcome, everybody. Yes, you're not seeing things. There are five of us tonight.
Full house.
So we've got Kevin, Terry, and Marcus, and Jackie, and our special guest.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a quick say hello to John Brown from. He's been here since 7:52. Oh, he comes in right. John, and Jade, and Lauren, Kim, and Brian, and Sally.
Sally.
Hi,
Oh,
Sally.
Sally, I've got to tell you something. You know the yellow T-shirt I ordered, the new design that got lost by Royal Mail? Well, Street Shirts, I told them that after it's still alive, and they're sending me a replacement.
Well
But
done,
I
Street
couldn't
Shirts.
get yellow. They've run out of
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh,
Get a white one and dye it.
No,
yeah, get a white 2X, Jackie. That would be really good.
And then send it to me.
Hang
Never
on.
mind, Marcus.
I-
Marcus can't get a white one.
So we've got J93, and Wish. So it could be two people. I think they're the same. They're one and the same. Hello, it's Kevin. Oh yeah, it's Kevin. It's Kevin. We didn't see Kevin.
hello there. He's saying hello there in case you don't get a word in edgeways here.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Well, he's always so noisy, isn't he?
Is that me? Or Kevin? Kevin's noisy.
That
Kevin
bottle
Doyle.
of Leghorn up in the corner.
I just like Nivik's last name, Nilknarf.
No.
I think that's yeah. I love it.
Yes.
Just having a laugh. Nivek now.
Yeah.
Mike's in the house. I bet he's looking forward to coming out to Spain.
Ah, Mike. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Mike, yeah.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I'm looking forward to October.
Hey,
Jay's
Jackie,
other half.
Hostage. Yep.
Jackie, your volume is just a little bit quiet.
Well, Jackie's volume.
Yes,
How's that? Is that better?
that's better.
I can hear.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Sorry, Jade. Of course, how rude of me. How very rude. And Drone Views Media is
Alan.
Alan. Anyway, so everyone's been up to lots of things. So I'll tell you what, before we talk about any of that, let's bring on our special guest for this week. If I can find him. I might have lost him, actually. I don't know where he is. Oh, I know.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
Or Stephen Sutton. I don't really prefer Stephen. It's not sure if it's Steve or Stephen.
Stephen's fine. How are you all?
And welcome to our sort of mad hour again, Steve. I'm surprised you agreed to come back, to be fair, because, you know, you've been here before, you know what it's all about.
Always
Stephen.
a pleasure to join you guys. Hi, Marcus.
You started a big trend. You understand with your drone art video. what do they call those the box with the drone in it? There's a name for them. I'm trying to think of the name of it now, but
Case.
well, I'm thinking diorama, but that's not exactly right. But yeah, anyway, those things are selling on eBay here in the United States, Stephen, for double what you bought it for.
Yeah, the ones at IKEA.
At
Yes.
IKEA, that's right.
Yes. I like that. That's good. I like that.
They sold out. I mean, in the United States, they sold them all, and now people are selling them on eBay for twice what they paid for them at IKEA.
What are we talking about?
I've heard that.
It's a what do you call it?
See, like I said, I can't think of the name for it. Diorama shadow box. That's what we would call it.
Yes.
A shadow box.
Okay. So Terry, you know when you go to a science museum or you go to a biology museum and you see all the butterflies that are pinned into like a case.
Yes.
So they've done the same, but it's with drones.
Oh
wow.
And
But
it's actually very
Stephen,
cool.
They owe you a commission because your video, I'll bet you sold hundreds of them.
It's funny because I've actually spoken to a manager in IKEA here in Finland, and I've actually told him about this. I've said to him that, and he's went completely silent. So I'm not sure if it's just that they don't know what to do, or maybe they're still in discussions about it. But the guy has literally went silent when I told him that.
Maybe they're going to make you a director of IKEA.
Either that or doubling the prices.
This is Mr. Stephen Sutton, the new sales director of IKEA. He sold more of one product in one day than anyone ever did. I'm trying to actually find it, actually, because you made a video on it. I'm trying to find it. Hang on.
Try and find it, Steve.
Yeah, so in the U.S. they would call that kind of art a shadow box. That's the term I couldn't think of.
I can't think what right, I think I'm hoping this is the right one. If it isn't,
it should be the IKEA one. If it says IKEA on the thumbnail, then you know.
I'll just find that bit of it. Oh, hang on. Right, okay. Right. So just excuse my chaotic screen sharing abilities, but there we are. Right, this should do it.
Yeah, this is the one, yeah.
Oh, wow, cool.
We've got loads of them.
Yeah. Excellent.
So, the IKEA art event of 2021.
Loads of IKEA.
And one piece of art, or actually there's two pieces of art actually, but one piece of art that they have is by drones. And it's not photography from drones, it's actually art made from drones. So I have it here, and yeah.
The top one's a Skydio.
It's quite bizarre. 15 drones pinned on a frame. It comes from the butterfly pins that you see when you go to, when you go to museums and stuff like that. So, it's quite heavy. It's about 2 kilos, and it's on a thick frame with 15 drones. There's another version you can get with only 1 drone in it, but this is the coolest one, and it's $50, 50 euros, 50 pounds. It's 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. It's pretty cool. I actually really like it. When I get a bit of a close up of it there, you can see some of these drones. So yeah, it's get it while you can. Get yourself down to IKEA and get one of these pieces of art. Of course, it comes with the usual IKEA instructions on it. But yeah, it's quite unique, and I thought I'd share this with the drone community. Nothing professional, just purely passionate about drones. So you can own a piece of drone art by getting yourself down to IKEA and getting one of these, because it's fun. Just a word of warning. Make sure you discuss with your with your partner about where it should go, or even if you want to bring it into the house, because it may cause some problems. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Before you go to IKEA, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We'd much appreciate it. We've got so many cool things coming up over the next couple of weeks. I cannot tell you how cool it's going to be. So the channel's growing. The community is fantastic. So looking forward to have you join. And if you buy this, please let me know in the comments. I want to know how it went. Maybe your partner did not agree with it. I don't know. But until then, thank you very much, everyone. See you again, and fly safe.
There you go.
Hey, Terry, you could do that with your Cinewood that you don't fly anymore. Could mount
Well, I was going to actually show you my drone art that I've got in my own area, if you wish. Would you like to see my drone art?
Mark, I've got an idea, Mark, because you know all these drones you get sent that are rubbish. Why don't you get a big piece of wood and put a nail through them all and nail them to a board?
There's some drone art.
Drone art. That's it.
Oh, there's a pair of IKEA shoes.
Terry goes for the abstract look, doesn't he?
For the what? No, I'm sorry, Steve.
I'm dying. Oh, dear.
Now I'm weighing it so that I can courier it to England. It's my Zoom, which I'm selling.
If anyone looking to buy a Mavic 2 Zoom and lots of extras, check out the Drone Seekers Facebook group. You'll see a picture there with loads and loads of things on there. Well,
good buy.
So, and I think he's an excellent buy. So I'm sure it won't be long before Terry's saying goodbye to that. Have you got a Mavic 2 Zoom, Stephen, or?
I have a Mavic 2
Would
Pro.
you like one? You haven't got one. No.
I have the Pro because I like the sensor size.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I've got the 2 Pro. I mean, well, I did have the Zoom until it sort of decided to. What's this? Marcus, could you just hammer his for your minis in the wall?
I'm wondering if Terry will take trades straight across. Terry,
what is that?
Mini, straight across.
Nah. Short and sharp answer, Marcus.
I was just Gary said, do you need to register with the government, take a test and pay a ransom to said government if you want to display your drones in a box? Probably not, because you'd have to put hey, you have to put one of them little operator ID stickers on each one. Just very small ones. Oh look, Billy. Hi, Billy. Better late than never, hey. Any time's better than never.
Right, Billy.
Right, so tell someone to test me. JSK Enterprise. Who's that there, Marcus?
It's quiet on the drone front at the moment, though. We've done very little over here, haven't we, Jackie? It's been too hot.
Yeah, we're going to go out Tuesday, though, aren't we?
We're going out Tuesday, yeah.
So
we did have a good Japanese meal on Tuesday last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
That was lovely.
I was watching very interesting talking about sort of going overseas, and I was watching a very good video of yours, Steve, taking your drone. Was it Togo you went to?
To Togo, yes.
To Togo,
yes.
Right. So is that Africa?
It's in West Africa, just kind of next to Nigeria.
So your video, you're saying, obviously, you said obviously you took your Mini 2 and you sort of wrapped it all up and whatever. But I mean, is it the fact that you're not allowed to take drones there? Then is it all?
I think from what I've understood about most of Africa is that when you go into the country, they will just take your drone from you if you have all the drone packed up. But what I done was I put the drone in my suitcase and wrapped it in my clothes, and I put the batteries in my hand luggage, and then it was easy. It was very easy.
But so I mean, obviously, because if they do, obviously, well, if they had searched it and found it, would they have confiscated it or?
Yes.
And you probably wouldn't get it back again, I'm guessing as well.
Well, when we were there, we were doing stuff with the government, so we may have got it back, but I wouldn't have been guaranteed that it would have. But, I mean, because it was a Mini 2, and because I bought it in Dubai, and because I bought it really cheap, I wasn't too bothered if I would have lost it. So,
no.
I wouldn't take my Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I mean, but I love my little Mini 2. I think it's a great little drone. I mean, just saying that, obviously, I think when everyone's going abroad, they need to sort of check out the rules and regulations as to what drone rules are. Because there are some countries where you go to customs with a drone, and you might not ever see it again. You might sort of vanish.
I think that now that we're starting to open up a little bit and people are starting to travel, people are asking questions. What can I do? So the project that we have at the moment, where we have a drone delivery. So we have a guy who's come over, and we have 12 batteries. He had to carry hand luggage. 12 batteries.
12.
Each one the size of a car battery.
They were about maybe this size. So it was It was for the M600. So it was actually quite big.
that big beast I saw you flying. Big DJI.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a beast and a half. That was. A quick hello to Bernie. Bernie. Hello, Bernie.
Not seen for ages.
No, Bernie. I thought we'd upset you somewhere, Bernie. I thought, Bernie's left us. One of our
delivery of pharmaceuticals, Stephen.
Yes, it is. Yes. So it's one of the first. I'm not the greatest. Let's say I'm not the greatest at supporting drone deliveries, because I don't think it really works as let's say a business. But I think that using it for let's say for things like pharmaceuticals, I think we see the value in drone deliveries, and that's what we are doing here. So we are doing from one island to one other island, and those are places that. Well, one of them doesn't have a pharmacy, so
I think it's going to be a long while before we see a real regular service. But you say when things like maybe bloods, organ deliveries and whatever for operation, from one hospital to another, say it would work, wouldn't it? I mean, within reason. Marcus was going to talk about this new drone, this sensational new drone is going to wipe the sales of Mavic 2 out completely. There it is.
Yeah.
This is the machine.
What is it?
Yeah.
This is the Hubsan Zeno Mini.
Hubsan Zeno Mini Pro. And its claim to fame is it has obstacle avoidance sensors front and rear. The first flight was a little bit crazy, if you've seen that video. See the cage on the bottom of it?
Wow.
That cage is there for a good reason. You could fry an egg on the bottom of this drone.
Really?
It gets really.
So is that because I heard someone say that it's just a heat sink cage to stop you burning your hands?
Well, it's not a heat sink, Steve.
No heat sink. No, the cage to stop you from touching the heat sink.
Yeah, exactly. To stop you from picking it up and burning yourself.
That's not good.
Yeah,
do the hand catch on that.
Yeah, you'd have an imprint of it on your palm. Yeah. It also has a 1/1.3 sensor on it, big sensor. I had a lot of issues with it. I mean, the first flight, the sky was really blown out on it. There's a little bit of jello in the video, so clearly they've got some work to do. Here's what I'll say: I wouldn't call it a DJI Mini 2 killer, not quite yet. And even the obstacle avoidance was a little bit hinky. I couldn't get it to work.
The first thing I noticed, Marcus, which is something that obviously I know the Mini 2 is not that brilliant at, but I noticed. I think you lost. This is when you had a problem with the cables, and obviously, like any good drone, they return to home when they lose signal. apart from the fact it was only about 3 foot off the ground, and it managed to land about 3 foot away from the landing pad. That worked.
Well, here's the rub on that one, Steve, that concerned me. So I was right there next to the rim of the canyon, right? I was within feet of the rim of the canyon. So what if I had picked it up and sent it over the canyon, and it wasn't out there far enough to go into return to home, where it would, but it would just go into landing mode. It would have been bad. It would
because you couldn't even cancel it because you had no connections. I would just go, I drove.
I would have just waved bye.
As we passed, help!
Yeah.
There you go, so Hobson, get your life sorted out. Come on, get your drone sorted out because Marcus keeps testing these things and he's making you look bad. Tell you guys.
Yeah, Lauren is asking me if I did the OA calibration, and Lauren, I did, and it's a very in-depth process with this drone where you hook it up to your PC and then you move the OA so it looks at the OA on your screen, and it took a while to do, but in any case, got it done, and I still had problems with the optical avoidance on it. So
yeah, Luke said that's a portable camping stove. He's talking about heat sink.
You could just turn it upside down. You could put your coffee pot on the top, and you could boil water.
No, yes, one could call it a flying grill.
Yeah.
So, if you don't want to fly it as a drone, you just start the thing up and cook your dinner on the bottom of it.
Yeah. Here's what I'll tell you. There's so much interest in this drone. I'm going to keep flying it. I'm going to do every update, and we'll follow it in a typical Hubsan fashion. They'll improve some things on it. So we'll see how it goes.
Gary's got to go, and he's left us. The Grim Reaper come to get me yesterday and fought him off with a vacuum cleaner. Talk about Dyson with death. Oh, Gary, speak to you soon. Take care, mate. He leaves me with a joke. He's after your job, Terry. You know that, don't you?
I think he is, yeah. We offered it to him and he said no.
We invited him on the show to come and tell a joke. Even if you send a video link or whatever, just send a video, but nope.
Hey, I just got one thing for Stephen. Stephen, if you're tempted to use this drone in your drone shows, I would say be careful because you might start a fire.
Hey,
yeah, that's
if you want the flyby guy business to go down the chute, you know when you do all these little shows with the lights on and whatever, use a load of them. They'll go down well. You have lights on one side, flames come out the other. Well, that's the Hubsan drone put to bed anyway. So
yeah. We'll
so
leave
Marcus,
it at that.
how many Hubsan drones have you actually got, Marcus? Have you got 15?
Here's the rub: is I should have known about that cables, Steve, because every Hubsan drone I own, and I've got. Well, let me start. I've got the original Hubsan Zeno, which, by the way, is a drone I quite like. And then I have the Hubsan Zeno Pro Plus. I have the Hubsan Zeno 2. I have the Hubsan Zeno 2 Plus. And now I have the Hubsan Zeno Mini Pro. Got it all right. But every one of them, what I'm going to say is every one of them, I've had issues with the OTG cables on and used an aftermarket cable, and it worked fine.
So what you need to do, Marcus, is actually write a little letter to Mr. Hubsan and say, listen here. You've the drone seekers said that's all of the collectives. I don't get the blame for it. That your leads sort it out. Right, have a word with yourself. Get the lead sorted out. Blah de blah de blah.
Blah de blah de blah. Yeah.
Then they'll just think you're from England and think, oh, well, I'm taking those. No one else does. So, Kev, what I want to know is, are the sunflowers still there?
I don't think so. They were only there for about probably just over a week, and I saw a message on Facebook that somebody said they're gone now. So I think
another year now.
Did you drone them?
Yeah.
Did you go and fly drone over them, Kev?
Well, that was we flew the drone. we flew the drones before the sunflowers actually flowered.
Yeah.
And then we noticed it. We said, right, I've got to come back here. Of course, the weather's been pants, so just like keep putting it off. And that was too late.
Yep. Just over a week, which wasn't really a fair chance, was it?
So what do they do, Kev? Do they actually harvest them for the seeds or for to make something? What do they do with them?
I would imagine.
Seeds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't they make oil out of sunflower?
Yeah, sunflower oil.
Yeah. But it's also bird food, isn't it? So I would imagine. Yeah.
I wonder what they do with it. So I heard the 4K footage.
That's Ross.
He's correct about that. Believe it or not, that little mini drone will transfer in 200 megabits per second, and it is H.265. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You look at my video. The footage coming off of it is, I don't know, not worth saving at a high bit rate. Let me put it that way.
That drone really hasn't got a lot going for it. So as I said, I was going to say before, Marcus, you've got about 5 of these drones. Get a piece of wood. Steve will send you the documents. 50 by 50 square. Hudson drone. Now.
Put them all in there.
I'll spray them black first.
And then you can put it on eBay and sell it for $5,000.
Big man. You can call it the Idaho Hudson Silhouette.
Shadow box, yeah.
A shadow box.
Too much jello.
And with jello, yeah.
Yeah, served with jello.
Was this Stephen King? Oh, right, there you are.
Recovery zone. Can you disclose your Vegas dates and flight? We will be in Las Vegas from the 5th of September until the 10th of September. We'll be staying at the Mirage on the main boulevard, because we're actually visiting the commercial drone expo. So we will be at the Mirage. Anyone who's going to be there, please, you can find me. It'll be easy to find me. I'll have a Black Guy's t-shirt on or something. So, it'll be easy to find.
There you go. So Las Vegas from the 5th of September.
My whole family lives in Las Vegas. So,
Marcus, how far are you from Las Vegas?
It's about if I get in the car right now, I could be there in about 10 hours, I guess.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
It'll take me longer to get here by car, I'll tell you.
About 650 miles. Yeah.
Okay.
650 miles.
But my older brother, listen, Stephen, I want you to know, if you need a solicitor while you're there, my older brother is, I'm not kidding, he is a celebrity attorney in Las Vegas. Everybody knows it. Yeah.
Cool.
Is that Douglas?
I'll keep that in mind, and I'll,
Jackie, how did you guess?
But Bernie, it's funny you should say that. It's very strange that Bernie mentioned this. Is this little poll, if you read out there, if you come by to my channel and have a view or two, check out Bernie's side, Aerial BD, because he does some great FPV flying. And just to prove it, here's one of them. If I can find it. This one, I like this one. There you go.
Oh, I do like that.
I'll probably not like that. I was going to show it last week, but it was amazing. Well done, Bernie.
That water shoot is in a lot of Hollywood movies. A lot of Hollywood movies. Just
So, am I right in saying normally water comes down out there?
yeah. TV shows, you'll see that in a lot of movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
But I think that's the type of shot that I like to see with the FPV. It's great doing the aerobatics and the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's excellent. I really, really do.
Bernie's saying that actually now in a drought situation. Bernie's in California, Bernie?
Yeah, Bernie's in Southern California. I can tell you the whole Western United States right now is in a 100-year drought. It's terrible.
Wow.
Except for the Mirage, Stephen, you're going to see the fountain at the Mirage. It's just going to shoot way up there.
I must I've never seen that, but you realise now every time I watch American film, I'm looking out for that every single one.
Yeah, well, but the Mirage actually has a volcano in front of it, which is pretty cool. It goes off every so often. So,
Stephen, is that Mirage Hotel you talk about? Is that the tallest building in Dubai? Is that the really tall one?
It's Burj Khalifa.
No, it's the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, but
Burj Khalifa,
Mirage, which is a hotel in Las Vegas.
Because I weirdly enough, I've got a little one of these little Apple TV boxes, and it has when you're not using it. But no, it's just that when it goes into screensavers, there's lots. I mean, I'm guessing some of them are done with drones. I don't know if anyone else has got an Apple TV box, but it goes into to sleep mode and it goes into screensaver mode, and some of the videos on there are absolutely amazing, and a lot of them are Dubai.
Yeah, there's a company in Dubai called Chopper Shoot, and they do pretty much most of the video production, especially the drone stuff there. So I don't know if you've seen the Emirates video that came out this week, where you had them standing on top of the Burj Khalifa. Have you seen that?
I saw the picture. I haven't seen a video yet, Stephen.
Okay, so you have this one where the drone pulls away from the top, and that Chopper Shoot, and that was.
What is this video? What is this video? Is it on YouTube? Can you find it on YouTube or not?
Yes, it's the new Emirates video. It's the new Emirates advertisement.
Current TV advert.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah. It's very impressive. It's very.
Hey, Stephen.
Oh, this one where it says we're on top of the world. Is that the one?
That's the one.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Question, Stephen: is it true? Is it true at the Burj Khalifa that all of the sewer is hauled off in trucks?
Yes.
Damn.
What?
It's what we call a crap job.
Right, this way. Oops, hang on.
On top of the world.
Top of the world, man.
This was filmed with an Aspire 2.
She's nuts. Oh my god. She's a brave woman. She is. I'll tell you. Good.
She's actually a skydiver. She's
a skydiver.
She's actually a skydiver.
I hope she's got a parachute on the
She was actually strapped to it at the back. So there was a chain that was strapped to her, and the pilot, his name's Liam, so he's the one who was flying the drone behind. He's done work with us before, so he's filming us when we were doing our work in Dubai. So I know the guy. So he was the one who was flying the drone. So he was flying flying the Inspire.
I'd have watched that and just assumed it was a green screen and she wasn't really up there.
Nope.
She was actually standing on it.
Wow.
So where was the pilot for the drone?
On the ground.
700 feet down that way.
I'm not sure if he was down. He must have been on the ground. He probably
a little bit of information for you. That hotel is actually 1,169 feet high.
Well, I have to tell you, if I'd have been the one standing on top of the Burj Khalifa, one of those trucks down there would have been hauling off a part of me.
How did she get up there? Did she climb or helicopter?
Yes, I think they climbed 1 hour before sunrise because they wanted to catch the golden hour. So they went up when it was dark, and because any 1 hour after that, the light is not not good. So they had to time it completely perfectly. There is a making of.
Yes, there is a drone. Yeah, just check YouTube out.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's on YouTube. Just put that Dubai advert, the making of. You'll see it on the top of the world. I think it's called something like that. Said on there, but so it'll be rather interesting. That must be worth a watch. I'm guessing that's probably where they put the sellotape on his shoes. I don't know. You said there's only one chain though. So she was chained on there. I was just thinking, I mean, how windy was it at 1,169 feet in the air?
That time of the morning, not so windy. At that time of the morning,
I sincerely hope not. So how was she put up there though? Did she climb up there, or did she actually?
It took her 3 hours to climb to the top, says Lauren.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Imagine go up and say, "Oh no, I forgot my glasses."
Okay, Jackie.
Oh look. Hey Jackie, I meant to tell you, Jackie. I was putting some adverts on Facebook Marketplace, and I found on it a Skydio 2 for sale.
Did you?
Guess how much? £2,200. I thought, I don't think so. I was going to email them back and say, you're open to offers, I'll give you a tenner for it.
Tell you what,
get a Zoom for cheaper than that, Jackie.
I'll sell you mine for that much, and I'll even pay for shipping.
Marcus, you see, Marcus, there's always a deal here that when you come to Spain, if you forget the Skydio, you're on your way back the next day. We're all going to do this, by the way, Stephen. I don't know if you're up for it. We're all going to meet in Spain next year. Aren't we, Marcus?
Yep, we've got lots and lots of venues ready.
Yeah, awesome.
All marked out.
Stephen Sutton needs to come.
Definitely.
Spain is always a favourite of mine.
In his bathtub.
Spain's what?
And fly the bathtub, yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's all with you, Stephen. It's like we talk about the drone. Well, we don't talk about the drone. We refer to the drone that went glug glug glug. Jackie's drone is a little sparky. We mention that, but for you, we mention the bath, the bathtub drone.
Yes.
Again, my mistake.
Your mistake, of course, Jackie.
But your mistake turned into a kind of a folklore. It's turned into a folklore.
I think everyone should have folklore. I think it's very important. We're still thinking of one from Marcus.
I reckon Stephen, I reckon you could build a flying bathtub if you wanted to. No sweat at all.
Jackie, I can fly anything. If you give me half a day, I can fly anything.
Talk about flying drones and what. Steve, I was watching your video. It looked like someone was actually trying to teach you how to fly a drone the other day, and I thought I was chuckling to myself a little bit with that video.
It was actually I should actually officially be taught how to fly that drone. Something so flying the M600 for this drone delivery, I really wanted to make sure that I understood it. I mean, it took me 5 minutes.
I mean, come on, how many drones do you fly? Okay, yes, I know it's a big drone, and I know it's got 6 props, and I know it's a lot bigger than the drones you fly. It's still a drone. It still goes up and down, left, right, and
Absolutely. But actually, you're right, because I would say that it was probably one of the easiest drones I've ever flown.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, the first time I ever flew an Inspired drone, obviously, which is a lot bigger drone, to be honest with you, I found that was easier to fly. It seems to be more.
I suppose it's
the
more
controls
stable.
it just seems to, it just seems to do as it's told without any sort of. It's just a good drone.
But I mean, if you think of, if you think of driving a small car, and then if you think of maybe driving a bigger car, the big car is more. It's you feel
more responsive,
or
the
car. It's more responsive.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same with these drones. It's the same with the bigger ones. The bigger ones, they do exactly what they're told.
And it's only must be more stable in the air, because I mean it's got more weight behind it to actually be able to withstand the wind, basically, or any other weather you can throw at it.
They're not necessarily fast, are they, either?
Actually, we actually got it up to 70 kilometers an hour today.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
So you have a camera operator with that as well? No,
we don't. Because it only has an FPV camera on the front, so that we can see. Because the main thing is the payload. And actually,
is it still digital though? How good is the camera? I take it's quite good though on it.
You'll see in not my next video, but the video after that, you'll see, because I'll have some screenshots or I'll have some video of it. But actually, the next video that I've got coming out, so the video that I brought out a few days ago, I think it was yesterday. I think that was day 1. So I've got day 2.
The training one,
which will come out tomorrow. Day 2, we're doing drop tests. So we're actually dropping the packages from 5, 10, and 20 meters high. And I tell you, it's actually quite fascinating. So the first video is kind of boring, but the next video is going to be really, really fascinating, and you're going to really, really like. So because we wanted to test the shock of the boxes. So from certain heights, to see how much damage would be done and how much damage would happen inside. So
I remember.
So
I just remember my partner Linda's birthday, and I was going to do the black magic thing and put a box of black magic on a long string from the drone, bang it on the window, so you can see this thing. Well, first of all, I couldn't get black magic. Yeah. I couldn't get black magic. I ended up with 3 packets of biscuits that entwined themselves all around the legs of the drone. So if I get it right up.
This is the video. This we were just talking about. This is the. We're going to try to get a bit more.
I reckon you could hang on the bottom of that, couldn't you? Would it take off if I hung on it, Stephen?
It would take.
Well, you can see how big it is. Look at that little man now. How big is that little...
Wow. More.
You'll see it in a minute. We'll go back to it in a minute, Bob.
See, this one is a much softer when I get back.
See, it looks smaller now, doesn't it?
Much softer than that one. So when I get back in, I'll retighten. You see that one's up. And it's because the bearing in there, the little bearing material, wears over time. So even though the screw hasn't backed out, it's just moving. It's not wobbling, so it's fine to fly. But I'll tighten it a little more when I get back, just so that you minimize vibration. So the less vibration there is, the longer everything on this platform will last. So it is okay to have it loose, but if the screw's not backed out and it's not vibrating and it's not like popping up and down, then you're fine. But it's all that it'll do is it'll have slightly more vibration. And then start, it is exactly like every other drones, the 2 sticks into the center.
Goes up and down. Like a drone.
It's massive, isn't it?
So what I like to do is skip it to any one, right? So it'll tell you. I'm in position mode, and it'll typically tell you. Apparently, I've never had something go wrong with that, but it should tell you something's about to go wrong. I'm gonna back up because it's the first time for a while. I'm gonna give it a little throttle.
No one trusts that drone very much, do they? We'll get away from it.
Stand well
like the blue newspaper and stand well back.
So I'm going to give it a little throttle.
Yeah, it looks like it still has NASA
There we go. We're in the
as
air.
a GPS
And then
transmitter.
it flies literally exactly
That
like everything
reminds
else.
me of the
Position
Inspire
mode,
transmitter,
fly to a
actually.
position. It'll stay there. Fly to another position. It'll stay there. It won't be taken by the wind.
You can price that drone up and it don't stay there.
Want one. Want
Probably about 20 grand's worth of drone.
It's kind of like rates.
What ones would be given to me?
It also means you have much stronger manual control.
You know, Stephen, sort it out for Jackie, will you? Flight
You're going to make a list, Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the DJI spreading wings drone they brought out years ago.
It's the easiest thing in the world to fly.
I know that one. What was that then, Kev?
Yeah, that was quite a beast. That was carrying a DSLR. Looks the same.
It's going to crash now.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is actually really easy to fly. It's incredibly easy to fly. It's very powerful, and it really holds its position.
Does he know you fly drones?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I'll take him, by the way, mate. You don't fly one, guys. You know what me. I fly drones.
That is a proper alien spaceship drone, isn't it?
You can,
I like
make
that.
I bet you can make crop circles with that.
Try Atty and you'll feel how it responds differently.
Lots of crop circles.
Yeah.
I want the sky as well.
Look at that. Left a bit, left a bit.
See,
Stopped.
it's stopped.
A nice beast, actually. It's actually really. Yeah.
There we are. There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That was good.
the next video
I wonder how long
is
it
going
takes.
to be
How long does it take to set up?
takes about 10 minutes.
What special adaptation did you have to make the drone drop the package?
You'll see that in the next video.
Okay.
Yep. So stay
I'm not
tuned.
going to give anything away. You'll see that in the next video.
Anyone wants to see the follow-up?
Stay tuned.
So you'll see all that, and then actually what we're doing tomorrow is we're doing the parachute tomorrow, because the actual regulations, we have to have this parachute. So we're going to have a parachute on tomorrow. We have to install that as well. That's going to be on the next video.
So Stephen, just so I understand correctly, the parachute is in case the drone malfunctions and that it can come down slowly. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So the way that the regulators have it with us at the moment is that if we are doing BV loss, we need to have we need to have the fail safe, and the fail safe.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm not joking. The actual parachute is probably one of the most expensive things in this project.
Really?
Oh, I'll bet.
And I also mean the drone. I mean the drone as well. It's very expensive. So I'm looking forward to this. So, so the second day video, which we done yesterday, which should be out hopefully tomorrow, we're flying at an airfield, and you will see flying this drone next to aircraft. There's aircraft taking off and landing, and we are flying this drone next to them. Wow. The attitude in Finland here is manned aircraft, unmanned aircraft, it's fine.
All the
And
same, yeah.
it's fascinating. It's just amazing that we have the ability to do this. It really is wonderful.
Yeah.
So make sure you watch
I will say, Steve, you can get some very, very interesting things to do. and with a thing you love doing as well, with flying drones. I mean, so what you set out to do when you started Fly By Guys, I mean, you really succeeded in, well, you've excelled in what you've done, really, haven't you? So, I mean, Fly By Guys has been going now, what, about 2 years, is it? Or
it's been almost 3 years now, I would say. But
right, okay.
It's when we first started it, I didn't think at this point this is what we'd be doing
exactly
lots of drones and then doing things like this. And
exactly. I mean,
it's wonderful. It really is. It is like a dream come true, and I am lucky. I feel really lucky that I'm doing
well,
this.
It's a certain amount of luck. I mean, but obviously you've actually just gone in the right direction. I'm sure anyone, maybe in the UK, maybe you've got more opportunities from where you are. I don't know, but I mean, it just goes to show that you've gone from nothing to to seeing all parts of the world. I mean, West Africa, Dubai. you certainly get about a bit, don't you? So anyway, I've just been reminded. Yes, just been reminded. It's that time of day. And Terry, all over his shoulder. It's behind you, Terry.
Behind me.
Let's all point to Terry. you just keep pointing to Terry while I cue it up. There we go. Terry.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Terry.
Well, I've chickened out, actually. I was going to do one that was slightly rude, and I thought, no, it's a little bit too... I didn't like it. So this one isn't quite as rude. In fact, it's not rude at all. It was a sunny morning in the big forest, and the bear family were just waking up. Baby bear goes downstairs, sits at his small chair at the table. He looks into his small bowl, and it's empty. Who's been eating my porridge? He squeaks. Father bear arrived down the table and sits at the big chair, looks at his big bowl and said, "It's all so empty. Who's been eating my porridge?" he roars. Mother bear sticks her head out of the kitchen and yells, "Fuck's sake, how many times do you have to go through this? It was Mother Bear who got up first. It was Mother Bear who woke everybody else up in the house. It was Mother Bear who unloaded the dishwasher from last night and put everything away. It was Mother Bear who went out into the cold early morning to catch the newspaper. It was Mother Bear who set the table. It was Mother Bear who put the cat out, cleaned the litter box and filled the cat's water and food dish. And now that you've decided to come downstairs and grace me with your presence, listen good, because I'm going to say this one more time. I haven't made the fucking porridge yet."
Terry's Joke of the Week.
How was that? Thanks.
I honestly thought you were going to start rapping there,
Well, actually, because what I do, I put them all up on the screen, and I read through them, obviously, so that I get it complete. And I hadn't read that one at all. That's the first time I've read it. So,
today's menu. What have we got today, then, Marcus?
It's Mr. Taco Marcus.
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Of
Some
course.
grapes, and I'm going to call them crisps.
Chips. We've changed our mind. We call them chips.
We got some chips, haven't we, there, Marcus?
Yeah.
But
I
Bernie,
love your American accent, Terry.
That's not a problem.
Meaning, didn't it? That was New York.
That was New York one.
New York.
Yeah.
New York. Bernie said, no. I'm flying from very close to the airport. We fly near and under planes all the time. So much that we're used to it. We pay attention. And then as the pilots go past, "Hi, Bernie."
Billy says, "Did you cook your lunch on the Hubson?"
On the Hubson.
Yeah.
Hey, all kidding aside for a second, because I want to talk about this little guy because it's probably one of the most significant drones. I named mine the Johnny Mini SE after Johnny Drone Flyer, but the DJI Mini SE for $299 is brilliant. And it democratizes this hobby that we all love. $299, somebody can buy this little drone, and it flies fabulously. And the 2.7K video is fabulous. Stephen, when I was looking at your Matrice 600, I kept thinking about it's interesting that its little brother is this guy. And anyway, I just wanted to get that little 2 bits in there.
The weird thing about the Mini SE, that I don't actually remember it ever coming out.
Marcus, I'll send you a picture tomorrow. Okay, I'll send you a photo via Facebook. I'll send you a picture of the Matrice 600 and the Mini 2 together.
Yeah. Post it on Drone Seekers, Steve.
You could actually do a photograph of the Matrice dropping the Mini 2 from 400 meters.
With a parachute.
With a parachute, yeah. You could tie a handkerchief with 4 knots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right on there. Sorry, I borrowed the parachute under the handkerchief.
One other quick comment. You guys saw all the problems I had getting that little Hubsan Mini up into the air. This little Mini SE, the first time I'd ever flown it was when I was on the side of the mountain there in Oregon. You guys saw that video.
Yeah.
I got it out of the box. I folded it open. I did a compass calibration, took off, and did a beautiful flight with it. That's DJI.
That is it. I mean, all these people who want to contend with it, I'm sure DJI have got some serious competition, but why doesn't the serious competition, like why doesn't Hubsan think it's okay to bring out a drone without? It's obviously they're not doing enough research on their own products, are they?
Not ready for prime time. Yeah.
No
problem.
I mean, it's a silly thing, because they've got to, Lauren's going, so got to run. Have a great day, everyone. A great day. It's dark out there. It's night time here, Lauren.
He's up in Calgary. He's got daylight for many hours.
What time have you got, Stephen? What time is it in?
It's probably in Monday already.
It's 1 minute to 11 midnight.
Oh, so you're
1 minute to 10.
Oh, right. So I've got 1 minute to 9. You got 1 minute to 10. And Marcus has got 1 minute to 2
p.m. 2 p.m.
1 minute to lunchtime.
1 minute curse time.
So anyone watches, everyone wonders why Marcus has late night snacks. He doesn't have late night snacks. He's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
This is a late lunch. Late lunch.
Your bacon's going to get cold, Marcus.
It is. That's okay.
DJI competition.
Not yet.
Yeah, Whiskey Jack is spot on that comment.
Yeah, no, I mean, there are people. We know there are people out there who are not so keen on DJI products, and I'm sorry for their feelings, but they do fly it. They're out of the box and they work. By the way, Steve, have you tried the FPV drone yet?
Ooh, Stephen, come on!
I have one. I have one in my cupboard.
Yeah.
I've had one for 2 months now, and I haven't yet flown it.
Oh,
I've been so busy.
That's
when you get a chance, to fly it, I'll be very surprised if you like Terry and you like myself. The pure exhilaration of it. Marcus is still yet to buy one. He's yet to experience that.
The buzz.
The buzz. Because I promise you will. Well, put it this way, I'll say you'll either love it or you'll hate it. That's the choices. It's a Marmite drone.
Yeah.
A Marmite drone.
A Marmite drone.
Yeah.
I mean,
you like it, didn't you, Jackie?
Pardon?
You like it, don't you?
I like it, yep. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Jack and Terry, you've been flying it quite a bit. I've been watching your videos, and they've been quite impressive how the two of you have been getting right into it, because it looks really impressive the way that you have been presenting it.
I mean, you can actually, the good thing about it, you can
FPV
actually,
video.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
I'm-
actually,
Sorry,
you can
Steve?
fly that normally, can't you? That drone. I mean, you can do normal things with it.
That's the exact beauty of it. That people say that it's there for all the aerobatics and everything, and if you don't use it for that, then it's a waste. But it's not. The versatility of that drone is beyond compare.
Yeah.
Because you can do as Bernie has just done, go down quite low, and skip in and out of things, or you can go quite high. You can just do anything you like with it, anything at all. And I do like it a lot.
I mean, I haven't put it in manual mode yet. I'll be honest with you, and I will do it one day when I'm ready to do it. Not before, at the moment I'm quite enjoying it because I know when I put it in manual mode, it's probably going to end up back in DJI in bits.
Well, that's what got me with someone when they said, "Oh, this is my third one," and if you're not flying it aerobatics, then you're not using it properly. And I've had 3 of them, but you've smashed up 3 of them. And I really don't want to do that. I can't be bothered with that.
Well, and Andy from the Yorkshire Drone Seekers, I mean, he was making some great video I watched today. He literally going, like, I think it's on the Facebook group, he's actually flying quite low to the ground,
Yes.
sort of whizzing right through his bushes and along the paths and that. And it's great. That's what it's all about. It's just that sheer exhilaration of actually flying the thing, it's... That's what I enjoy about it. I'm sure you do as well, Terry. But,
Well, a week before last, I had that fabulous view of the Kestrel. And I was only up at about 80 meters and came straight the way down and was flying because I was in a small ravine, and I was flying in minus 12 meters along a path and through trees.
Yeah.
And to me, that was the whole essence of it. Up high, got the fabulous shots of the Kestrel in flight, and without any dangers of the bird, and then back down and getting the terrain and the topography of everything that I liked. And that to me was fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
So Bernie's saying, right, when you guys fly your DJI FPV drones, do they give you the sensation of flying even if you're not in manual? It does. I mean, especially when you put the thing in sport mode, because I mean, you've got some, maybe to Bernie, it's probably not fast.
I think if you've got the goggles on, whatever drone it is, you feel like you're flying it.
Well, you're totally immersed then in the actual maneuverability of the thing.
Yes, Brian, you will see it next month. It's 2 weeks today. In fact, 2 weeks today. Well, yeah, 2 weeks time. I should be up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so right. Well, okay. Well, it's 3 minutes past the hour now, and Steve's got to go beat his labour. We've got to be up in the morning flying that drone.
Marcus is
sandwiches. And so anyway, for another week, thank you very much for watching. All for 15 left. And don't forget to hit the like button on the way out, or press the way in. Or if you're watching it on catch up, so like iPlayer, not iPlayer. You know what I mean? Right, okay. So from all of us, it's thank you very much and good night, Stephen. Thank you for joining us.
Bye,
guys.
And we'll be back next week. We hope.
We'll
find a way out.
I always forget. That's it. Okay, you go now.
Joining us tonight on the Drone Seekers Sunday Show. It's good night from us until next time. Stay safe and fly safe.